You, the koi keeper, needs to understand how a koi grows and the requirements needed to make that happen. The problem is with the koi keeper, not with the koi. The problem is with the koi keeper not giving the koi the right conditions to grow. The koi, they know how to grow, but need to be given the right conditions by the koi keeper. After 30 years breeding over hundreds of thousands of koi, I'm breaking down the essential building blocks for growing on koi. You can grow koi with some success without them, but I guarantee far better results than you ever imagined with them all in place. Let's deep dive. There are 5 basic building blocks for koi growth, but in this video we're going to be looking at 4 of them. They are filtration, water temperature, oxygen, and food. The 5th building block will have a video all to itself. If you have all these blocks in place in your pond, you will have growth. But unless you understand what part each of these factors plays in growing koi, you will lack great koi growth. Growing koi is like knocking dominoes over. You have to have your setup tank set up correctly for it all to work properly. Skip some of the video and you will get koi growth, but not as good as if you had all your dominoes set up correctly. Each building block has a knock-on effect with all the other building blocks, just like with dominoes. It's the accumulative effect of all of them being in the right place, working together. But miss a block or domino and the whole thing suffers. In our case, koi growth. Now, as soon as koi go into a pond, there is ammonia, as the koi produce ammonia by breathing and poo. The more you feed, the more they poo. So you need a filter capable of keeping up with all that poo. I say I am a koi sewerage operator, because all I do is deal with all that koi waste. But it's not about keeping water, but about dealing with all the koi poo and the chemicals it produces, like ammonia. If you look after the waste, the water will look after itself. On the other hand, if you look after the water and ignore the waste, you will have major problems very quickly. Your koi filter needs to cope with mechanical waste and biological. Mechanical can be a settlement chamber, remember those? A brush chamber, a vortex, a sieve, a drum. The choice is yours. Personally, I like sieves as they're so simple to run, little maintenance, no breakdowns. It's the size and number of koi and how much you wish to feed them that governs the size of your filter. The size of the pond is irrelevant. Jumbo koi demand jumbo filtration. Biological filter needs to be able to convert the ammonia into nitrite, then into nitrate. Luckily, the bacteria lives on the same media. What isn't talked about, in my humble opinion, is have you got enough media for the number and size of the koi to the amount of food you are feeding. One koi in 5,000 gallons, you will not need to have any media. But if you have 20 koi, size 15C in 350 gallons, how much media do you need? Well, here's a maths lesson. A 15C koi weighs about 60 grams, feeding at 3% a day is 1.8 grams of food a day. But remember, there are 20 of them. So it's 36 grams of food a day. But spread the feeding throughout the day into many small feeds. 25 litres of mature Oase Helix 13 biomedia has the capacity to biologically break down 170 grams of food a day. So that's 6.8 grams of food per litre. so I only need 6 litres of media to treat 40 grams of food a day. Happy days! Wrong? Why? Because koi grow. So fast forward 6 months and your 20 koi are now 50 cm. They now weigh 2 kilos each. So if you're still feeding 3%, that's 60 grams a day. That's 120 grams a day. But our filter of only 6 litres of media crashed a long time ago, as it could not cope with the koi bio-loading, so we need to design our filter to be able to cope not only with today's feeding rate, but also with the koi's future growth and feeding rates. No koi has ever died from having too much media in the filter system, but millions have died by not having enough media to cope with the waste that koi produce. What is talked about is the gallonage of the pond and turnover rates, and they're pointless. You need to focus on the number of koi and the size of the koi and the amount that you are feeding to them. Do this and you are guaranteed success with your filter. It's not one case that one filter system is better than the rest. It is all about how the water maintained is that in that particular pond system. Please note, water is not the filter. The filter is just one part of the pond system. The filter is there to remove the solids and treat the biological waste from the koi. You need to have a strict regime for maintenance in the filter system. In some cases, very little. In others, lots of time and energy. Not only to remove the solid waste and flush the bottom drains, but to pressure wash screens, etc. It takes time to get the balance of maintenance right. Neglect it at your peril, or more importantly, your koi's peril. An endless supply of food requires a first-class filter system, but in growing on system, the filter also needs to have the capacity to grow quickly to allow for the additional growth of the koi. Given ideal conditions, koi can grow at an impressive rate. Koi can easily double in size in a short space of time. But can the filter cope with the ever-increasing level of food and pollutants? Therefore, you need a filter to be capable of growing to accommodate the ever-increasing size of your koi, increasing solid waste and increasing biological. Hence, you need an oversized filter. Water quality is a very important aspect. Koi will thrive in water conditions are good, but don't expect great growth if the water quality is poor. It is not the volume of the water a koi is swimming in that is important, but the quality of the water that the koi is swimming in that is paramount. We argue endlessly about which is the correct turnover rate for a pond without giving water quality a thought. But it's the very essence of keeping koi. Water quality, water quality, water quality should be the endless chant of every koi keeper. If your water quality is right, the koi will look after themselves and grow naturally to their full potential. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe if you're interested in growing or breeding koi. There are nearly 300 videos on the channel for you to binge watch.